Okay. All right. All right. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on in, everybody. Come on in, everybody. Oh my goodness. Woo! Come on in, everybody. Wow. This is a lot more people than were on my live. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's go. Let's do this, guys. Hi. Okay. Oh, okay. So, all right. It's working. Okay. This is working. My goodness. This is a lot of people. Woo! Okay. All right. So, just so you know, everybody, this is Forever Brandy 101, right? This isn't Brandy's personal account. This is Forever Brandy 101. So, let's just wait a little bit more for people to come in. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, for those of you that don't know, I'm O'Neill Gerald, and I'm going to be your guest tonight. We're going to be talking about Saving All My Love off of Brandy's B7, everybody. And I am so happy to be here. I'm just... This is funny because a lot of you thought you were going to see Brandy, and you're just seeing my bald head. It's actually very funny. Okay. Okay. So I think we've kind of frozen at a number. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is O'Neill Gerald, and I am a music teacher. I'm a vocal coach, and I am so in love with Brandy's voice. I have been listening to her ever since The Boy Is Mine, but then took a break because I had a sheltered upbringing, and then by full moon I was back. So let me pin the topic of this. Okay. All right, so, okay, so for a lot of you, you have never met me before. And this is actually a partnership between me at O'Neill Gerald and Forever Brandy 101. I'm so excited to be here to give you guys some knowledge about Brandy's music. And we're going to be talking about Saving All My Love tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I actually was already talking about this on my page because we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but now I'm here to help you out. So we're calling this Understanding B7. As we all know, B7 was phenomenal, okay? Brandy is in rare form. Her sound has evolved, as Distinguished Gentleman told me on our other live that we were doing. And just so I'm going to continue to rehash the fact that I am telling you guys a little bit about B7. So why don't I get started? I'm going to and for those of you that were on the other live, I'm totally going to rehash everything that I said on that live. I'm going to post the topic. Forgive me, guys. I have never used this, used live with this many followers. So, and if you do not know what this is about, it's going to be awesome for you. Oh, I should put my IG, everybody. Okay, so, let me try this again, guys. Okay, I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm so excited. Understanding B7 with O'Neill Gerald, right? Okay, and okay. Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, so perfect. And then I pin. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so let me just again give a little intro. I'm a music teacher and a vocal coach, and I am yeah, I love Brandy. So let's get into it. So one of the first things to talk about with B7, first of all, we're going to talk about B7, and then we're going to talk about Saving All My Love exclusively tonight. Now, with B7 is absolutely slow cooked for everybody. Okay, slow cooked. Now, B7 came out about 8 years after 211. Now, 2011. 2011. 211. Sorry, guys. But in 2012 we got 211, and from 211 all the way to B7, her sound has evolved. Her sound has no, I'm not the producer, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna have to ignore some comments anyway. But from B7, from 211 all the way to B7, we've gotten an evolution of sound. We've gotten an evolution of the way that Brandy does her background vocals. We've gotten an evolution of the way that Brandy approaches music in general, because now Brandy's independent. Okay, so now, with all of this time that has passed, we've gotten an evolution of sound. How many of you guys remember Edible High? Okay, so we're gonna go into some unreleased tracks now. If you know about Edible High, just kind of put your hand up there. Now, Edible High is a song that she did with Ray J for a wonderful photo shoot that was happening now. Now, what I want to do is actually tell you that, first of all, Edible High was completely different. You remember that forever, Jaden? Absolutely. I do too. Edible High was completely different than everything that we were hearing from conventional record deal Brandy, right? And so now, for me, hearing that, I was like, okay, Brandy's sound is changing. And then we got Begging and Pleading, everybody. The infamous Begging and Pleading, right? Begging and Pleading also was a part of this 8-year gap, right? Where Brandy's sound was completely and utterly changing, evolving. And now B7 is the makeup of, and is the culmination of this. And so, all that time Brandy was recording music, and now we are getting 8 years of work in one work. So that's important to know when we're approaching Saving All My Love. Great. Another important thing to note is Brandy's composition style, everybody. Now, Brandy's composition style, as we've seen on Brandy's personal page, is very stacked, so to speak. Haha. Anyway, in terms of vocal stacking, Brandy is constantly looking for the sound that is appropriate for whatever music she's making, whether it's a melody, whether it's a beat, etc. and so forth. Brandy's experimenting. I love what you said, Forever Butterfly. She loves to experiment and find whatever the sound is supposed to be while she's recording. And then when we get to mixing, we get a lot of what happens. We get when she's mixing, she's able to pick apart the sound, edit down the sound, and now get to what she actually wants all of it to sound like. And so I want to talk to you about Saving All My Love tonight, but we want to keep those things in mind. The fact that this is an evolved sound, and the fact that also Brandy's composition style. Now, getting into Saving All My Love, again, I wanted to talk to you about I keep saying that, but anyway, I'm a little nervous, but that's okay. I wanted to talk to you about Saving All My Love, but before that, I want to get to a little concept here, okay? So if you're with me, I need y'all, okay, to say after me, coming back home, okay? You can type it, say it where you are, just say coming back home. I know, I promise this is going somewhere, okay? Anybody? Coming back home. Okay, so coming back home is the term that I'm using to talk about the concept of tension and release. Now, tension and release is a concept that we use in not just music, but I see coming back home. Awesome. Now, tension and release is something that we talk about not in just music, but also in movies. We talk about it in poetry, we talk about it in art, where where we leave somewhere that is familiar in order to come back to a place of resolution, or a place that is familiar, more comfortable. Now, the reason why I call it coming back home is because the tension. Okay, wait, sorry. I got this reversed. Let me just kind of draw a house here. The tension lies away from home. And the release happens when we come back home, okay? So tension and then release, tension and release, okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. When you go out of your house and you go to work, you go to your groceries, you go to do everything that you want to do for the day, and then you go to a friend's house, and then by the time you're at the end of the day, you want to come back home, right? And so this coming back home is when we release that tension, we let down our hair. I have no more hair anymore, but we let down our hair, and oh man, I'm back at home. It's awesome. It feels amazing, okay? Now, in music, we can do the same thing. We can leave home, leave places that are familiar, and come up to places where harmony gets a little bit more tense, where harmony gets more tense, things get more complicated, but then we come back home. Maybe I can give you an example of a chord. This is a diminished chord. It's much more tense in music. But then when we come back home, it kind of feels a little bit more released. Now, in terms of the melody of Saving All My Love, Brandy is doing this all over the place. And let me talk to you about it. So, let's listen a little bit to Saving All My Love, and then I'll kind of come in with it, okay? So just so you know, it's gonna be slower because I don't wanna get copyrighted. Come on, Brandy. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay, now let me not play too much of this so I don't risk anything. But again, we're talking about tension and release when we're coming back home. So I wanted to show you two different chords that are being insinuated through the melody of what Brandy is singing. And a wonderful thing to note is that Brandy is writing on these songs. She's not just being handed content here. She's like, these are her words, these are her melodies. And part of the way that we understand that is through something I talked about in my one of my Brandy videos. Now, with understanding Brandy, I'm actually going to be I have a little takeaway package that is in the bio of my profile. So pinned in the comments is my profile at O'Neil Gerald. You can go there to actually see the videos that I'm talking about, where I talk about Brandy. So if you don't know about my YouTube channel, you can go and get to my takeaway package by clicking the link at O'Neil Gerald, and you're going to be able to have access to that video, or to those videos, because it's an entire playlist, because I can't stop talking about Brandy. Anyway, now, one thing that I say in one of those videos is that Brandy has a tendency to go to the minor seventh of the chord. Okay? It sounds a little bit like, yeah, right? Does that sound a little bit familiar for something that Brandy would do? Oh, yeah. Okay, and the reason why I'm saying that is because it's all over B7 and it's all over Saving All My Love. Let's listen to the chorus again, right? Sorry. There it is. I was broken hearted. Yeah, right? That idea is all over Brandy's improvisation, okay? So now this is what I love. I'm glad that I'm getting to talk about this again. Yeah. Okay, oh, I'm not seeing the comments as they're coming up because I froze it. Anyway, but yeah. Okay, so on using that melody as a basis, we actually get two tonalities that are within this key. When I say tonality, I am talking about harmony. I'm talking about the individual notes, right, that are in harmony. Now, when we talk about that yeah idea, yeah, right? This is the first chord that we talk about, right? And this is going to be the chord of release. It's called a minor 7. Now, ironically, B7. Anyway, it's a minor 7, and Brandy loved to sit on the minor 7th of the minor key. Okay, because this song is minor. If we were in a major key, it actually would be the 5th. Yeah, right. But now we're in a minor key, so we're talking about the minor 7th, and on that, it's my favorite song too. Anyway, sorry, God, just had to say it. Anyway, yeah. So that's the first tonality. This is gonna be our home. Remember, we're driving away from home and then coming back home, okay? Keep that in your memory. Now, yeah, this is the second tonality that's here. It's a minor 11th chord, right? And this is gonna be our place of tension, okay? So if you listen to the 2 chords, yes, I cut my hair, right? If you listen to the 2 chords, right? You get a chord that has a little bit less in its makeup, and then a chord that actually is a little bit more tense, okay? So I'm gonna use my head to kind of point, and I'll kind of be there. So we got tension, and then we have release. Tension, and then release, okay? So now, the reason why this is important is because Brandy's melody all over this song takes on either the tension or the release. Okay, the chorus is a very good or you know what, let's talk about the tension first. Let's go to verse 1. Right? Again, listen. Lay my burdens down. Right? Okay, so if you listen to that note that she keeps on hitting, there is a sense of down, down, right? There is that tension that is in conflict with actually the original chords, because there's another chord that's there, but this chord is actually in conflict as well with this with the notes that Brandy is using to create this melody, okay? So, tension. Now, let's go back to the chorus. Or you know what? Before I go there, something else about the tension. When Brandy is singing about some more, and this is wonderful. This is why Brandy is super. And I'm gonna segue. This is the reason why Brandy is so brilliant, and this is also the reason why Black music is so brilliant. There is an underlying understanding of harmony and an underlying understanding of where Brandy is going in her head that she doesn't necessarily have words for, but she does it all the time. We hear her. That's why you follow this page, and this is why I'm here, because she does it all the time, and she's absolutely brilliant. And sometimes she's so brilliant that she doesn't even know exactly how brilliant she is, right? Right? When she's singing, lay my burdens down, down, down. And then let me get into the lyrics. When she's singing about things that are a little bit more confused, foggy, unsure, we're getting her in again in this tense place. Lay my burdens down, agitated. Let me get into the actual. Right. So even she says hesitated. I'm always in my head. I'm always in my head. Cannot get it out of here, right? She's talking about I'm always in my head. I'm agitated. I'm hesitated, right? And there is this angst. It feels tense, correct? Right? Now, when we get to the release, the chorus is much more confident. Sorry for my tardy. Guys, I was brokenhearted. It's been 8 years. And I've been brokenhearted, but I'm back now. and and it's so wonderful because Saving All My Love is a wonderful nod to Whitney Houston's And I'm Saving All My Love. I think we all knew this. If we did not, go look up Whitney Houston Saving All My Love. And in fact, at the end, Brandy actually gives a wonderful nod to Whitney Houston's version of it. But the angst that is within the song is the fact that Brandy, okay, mind you, again, I'm not Brandy, so she would have to confirm this and not me, but I believe there is a level of pressure that she's felt over the years of having to follow in Whitney Houston's footsteps, especially after having lost her her mentor and her friend. There is a lot of angst that comes with actually being a protege and actually being the person that everybody's looking to succeed such a wonderful legend. And especially in an industry that does not sing anymore. Like if you look at like just like the way that the music industry is now and the way pop music is now, it's not about singing anymore. And that's what Brandy has been about. It's why we love her. And so now in the poetry of the lyrics and also in the way that she's singing these chords, we're getting a sense of, I'm unsure about myself, I have so much to uphold, but I know who I am, and I'm not Saving All My Love. I'm not Whitney Houston. That's exactly what she's saying, okay? All right. And the thing is, this is all in Black music. Black music is this complex. And especially as someone that is accredited and has went to an accredited university, the concept of Black music being complex and being worthy of study is still something that is unfolding in music academia. And it's part of the reason why I'm passionate about it. And actually, it's part of the reason why in my Understanding B7 package, the thing I told you about that you can click in the link at O'Neill Gerald in my bio, I actually have I have a link to the Justice for Breonna Taylor GoFundMe. Now, I promise that they're related. The reason why I'm passionate about Black music and thus about Breonna Taylor now is because they go hand in hand. If we misunderstand and misuse and misunderstand and we take away the dignity from the Black identity, we actually are doing the same for Black music. Because if you look at pop music, it all came from Black people. Bruno Mars has said this. We all know this. Okay? And it's not, and there's no shade to our white friends, but Black music is what has shaped the pop industry, right? And so the reason why I want you, instead of donating to my Cash App or donating, because I don't have a Cash App, I'm Canadian, fun fact, so I wouldn't even have a Cash App, but usually people, when they do this and they get really excited about knowledge, they want to donate to somebody. So what I want you to do is go and actually donate to Justice for Breonna Taylor. And the reason why I want you to do that is because in us talking about Black music, we are actually reclaiming the Black identity. And when we talk about Black music with depth and with dignity, we're actually uplifting the music and we're uplifting the Black identity. So what I would like you to do is go and donate to Breonna Taylor, or donate to the justice for her life. Because the way that this case unfolds, guys, is going to, like the way that this case unfolds is going to determine even more how we understand the Black identity. And I'm going to pause for this, and I don't care. We'll get back to it. The way that George Floyd's life was taken, the way Alton Sterling and Ahmaud Arbery, like the way that these lives were taken and the way that these cases unfold tell us how the world thinks about the Black identity. And if we do not take the Black identity seriously, we're not going to be able to get justice for Black music and to actually have the dignity for a genius like Brandy. So go and thank you, Elijah McCain, and so many others that have been unjustly brutalized by the police. So yes, that's just a pause that I wanted to make, especially on a larger platform. But yes, let's continue to let's focus our energy there as we continue. Okay, so where was I? Now, let's see. Okay, so now we're talking about, again, the tension and the release. I love this kind of head thing. And now that my hair's off, I kind of make like for a good pointer. Anyway, now, the let's resolve it, sorry. Yeah. So, in terms of tension and release, again, Brandy is saying a lot of things that pertain to her not being sure. She says it over this chord, but then when she's ready to be not serious, but when she's much more sure of herself, we get to a place of release, right? Oh, okay. Solve it, sorry. She comes out of that tense chord, and she's like, let's resolve it. I'm sorry for my tardy. A long time I was brokenhearted. Let's listen to it. Right? Right? And now she resolves. Yeah. And the chorus is on a totally different makeup. Yeah. Right? Awesome. Okay, so that's amazing. This whole tension and release thing, it's all over Saving All My Love, and it's all over B7. And it just so happens with Saving All My Love that there is this, I'm not going through every song tonight, unfortunately. I'm just going through Saving All My Love. But as the weeks go on, I'm going to be like, I'm going to be going through each song like this, because personally, and maybe this is a little bit of attention, but yeah, personally, when I listen to Brandy's music, there are so many things that go on in my head that actually, I kind of have a brain overload, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And so this is just kind of a sum or a little segment of my thoughts. If I showed you my notes, I made so many notes, probably way too many, but let's move on. Now, okay, so I talked to you guys about the chord. Now, and on my other live, now we've kind of gotten to, we've caught up. Now, I want to actually talk through the vocal performance of the chorus. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk through it. For those of you that are not used to my style, what I do is I play the chorus and then I give you a comment. I play the chorus and then I do a comment. Okay? Now, let me just make sure I got my notes lined up. Okay. So we're going to go through the chorus of Saving All My Love. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk through it. I'm going to talk a little bit about the technique and the textures that are being used. Okay? Okay, did you hear that? Let me play it again. And I'll tell you what I'm hearing. Okay, so the S, the S on sorry, it came way before the beat was supposed to be there. Sorry for my tardy. Right? Let's listen to it again. Sa. Yeah, I just love that. And there's an aspect of attack that's on that sorry. Sorry for my tardy. And then tardy is actually way behind the beat. And if you looked at my Baby Mama breakdown, because I did a breakdown of Baby Mama when it came out, you know that I talked about the fact that she is hitting the beat right behind, and it almost feels a little bit like spoken word. It feels a little bit freer, and I love that. And it's really gospel-fied. When gospel singers preach, it's very preachy, and so I love that. So there's that. Okay, did you hear that? That little push. A heartache and got it. right? She didn't actually, it might sound like she actually pulled off of the note. Heartache, I'm got it. Head. No, that's not what she did. What she did is she pulled back the tone and she kept holding the note. Like, oh my goodness. A heartache, I'm got it. Head. Right? I love it. Listen, let's listen again. Right? Sorry, I'm gonna fast forward. Yeah! I love that. I absolutely love that. And that head is another idea that she brings back later in the chorus. Let's listen to that again. So she goes, head, and then we get later in the chorus. Let's listen again. Right? It's that same idea, but it's on a different, right? It's on a different chord. A heartache, I'm got it, and then, and I love that. That's that. Like, these are nuances, and mind you, this is a layered chorus, everybody. So Brandy is not singing this once in the studio and taking the right take. She's singing it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. And I'm gonna say she's probably sang it 8 times, and we're actually listening to her sing it 8 times exactly the same. Guys, this is absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Okay, let me get there. Now I know I'm jumping around the chorus a lot. Sorry guys. Anyway. Okay. Okay, let's listen to that again. One more time. Okay, so now one thing that's happening here is that Brandy on Can We Let Me Live, she is closing the tone and then opening it very, very suddenly. So N's and M's are things that are called sounded consonants. The consonants, sounded consonants are basically, and I'm so sorry guys, I say and I stutter a lot. Sorry guys, but I promise that there's information for you. But the can and the can we, and then she uses the let to go into an N sound. So can we let me? Let's listen to that again. It's like a bouncing ball with her voice. That's exactly it, Anfani. That's exactly it. Shout out to you. You got it. It's like a bouncing ball. Can we let me? Yeah. Like, this is brilliant. It's brilliant singing, guys. Like, the nuances. This is singing. This is singing. I'm just like, oh my goodness. And if you guys are choir folk, she's basically created her own choir in this. This is awesome. Okay, is there anything else? Okay, I'm gonna talk about one more thing in the chorus, and then I'm gonna break down some runs for you guys, okay? And then we'll be out of here. I know, it's been 30 minutes, guys. Anyway, let me not, to keep you guys too long. Another thing to note, Brandy has different intensities with her tone. So, and using, B7 as an example, we got Rather Be. Let's kind of change modes for a sec. I'd rather be kissing you, baby. It's very light. So if we were to do that on like a, wait, where's the left and where's the right? This is the left. Okay. So, if we were to do, I'd rather be kissing you, in terms of lightness, in terms of air, in terms of the approach, it's very, very light, very, very, very light. But then on the other side, we get something like, Say Something, where she is just, and like her attack is so strong, absolutely strong. No Tomorrow is actually a good, is a good example of that as well. Yeah. Kick it. Tell me. Like, the difference in tone is major. Saving All My Love, the chorus is about in the middle, more on the lighter side. If we listen to the makeup of the tone, there's a little bit of air on the tone, and then there are some bounces where she comes a little bit more forward with the tone. But in general, she's pretty light, right? She's pretty light. Okay, I said one more thing, but I'm going to do one more thing. Okay, this is a songwriting note. Right. This is a songwriting note. Again, she's talking about her relationship with Whitney Houston and how she's not Whitney Houston, and there's an aspect of dealing with the expectation that's there. There's an aspect of that. Let's not say that's all that it is, because I'm not Brandy. I can't say that for sure. But it's definitely in the makeup of the not the chord, in the makeup of the lyrics. That's around. Kinda like the GOAT, but I ain't saving all my love, right? So does that make sense in terms of why she's saying saving all my love? Because Whitney Houston has a song called Saving All My Love. And then at the end, let me just go there very quickly. She goes into a little bit of a tribute to that song. Right? That note right there is actually a tribute to, and I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you. Right? Do you remember that note? That's actually a nod to that song. It's brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, Brandy. Absolutely. Okay, so we've been talking for a little while. Okay. We have a little bit of time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to that will actually take a lot of time. But I said I was going to do it. So we're going to break down some runs, okay? Forgive me because this is actually reversed. I had to write this backwards. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go through some runs that are here, and I'm gonna try to write them backwards as best as I can. I might not do well, but if you're unfamiliar with my style, actually, as we transition, I want to tell you a little bit about my webinar. My webinar is called my webinar, basically a place where I'm giving you more vocal information. If you go to that package that I put in my bio, it is called 5 Mistakes That Singers Make That Keep Them From Singing Their Best. Okay? Now, the reason why I called it that is because I as a vocal coach have seen a lot of mistakes that singers make, and I want you to stop making those mistakes. So what I did is I created a 20-minute video where I am explaining what those mistakes are. It's completely free to you, and it's in my bio. So if you check the pinned comment, just go to O'Neal Gerald. What I'm gonna do today, guys, is I'm gonna leave the live up. I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna put it up. But so don't worry if you've missed it. But anyway, head to my webinar and you're going to be able to get some more vocal information from me, okay? Okay, so now let's get into some runs from the song, okay? Again, I'm going to try my best to write these backwards. So if you guys don't know, my vlog series, I basically map out runs, but you'll kind of see what I mean. We'll talk about, we'll find a run, and I will, go through it. And I guess, yeah, let us know, let Forever Brandy 101 and me via DM, I guess, what songs you guys want to want to be broken down next. I thought I was gonna do track by track, but I'm like, this is a lot for me to do. So just give me the songs that you guys want, and then we can knock those out, and then get to the other stuff. Okay, so let me find the first run. Sorry guys, I'm just going through my notes here. I guess while I'm... Okay, found it. Yeah. Okay, now. Okay, sorry. Okay, here it is. Okay, there we go. There's the one. Yeah, one more time. Okay. All right. So let's break it down. So we got yeah, and it doesn't go higher than this, so we're gonna get this. And then we get a little bit of a trill. And then she pops back to this next note. Right? And as I usually do on my vlog series, she's in chest voice, or a chest dominant sound, let's call it that. So I'm going to use blue. If I were using red, it would be her head voice. But again, we got that jump. I actually forgot a note. Let me. Right. Okay. And if you guys are enjoying this content, I feel free to follow me at O'Neil Gerald and also subscribe to my YouTube channel because you guys are gonna get so much more. Hand in hand. I don't know exactly where she. Let me just make sure I'm correct. Let's get it. Yeah. Okay, so hand in hand. Forgive me, I wasn't really looking up the lyrics during this entire process. I was just enjoying it, guys. Okay, but let's just put in the notes. This would be sped up in videos. I'm going to be writing backwards, so forgive me. Hand. We have so we have a D sharp. Hand, and then a C sharp. And on a B, and another G, a G sharp. Oh Lord, this is so hard. That doesn't really look like a G, but anyway. And then an F. Oh, not an E sharp, gosh, an E natural, anyway. And then she goes back up to that F sharp. And C sharp, and B. Oh, the one note I actually wrote the right way. Right? So, if I were to play it, and then back up. Okay, so let's sing it together, okay, everybody? Here I stand. Okay, sing it with me, guys. Yeah. Okay. And the wonderful thing about this entire run is, again, that closed vowel. She's on the end. Like, it's amazing. Okay, let me just go on from this side. Hand. So she closes it right away. And because she's in the mask, that nasal cavity is so, it's open. She's just, like, her sound is resonant. And so, oh, my bad, I cracked. Anyway, hand in hand, right? And because, oh my gosh, is that Osby Berry? Anyway, guys, sorry, I just fanned out for a sec. Anyway, hand in hand. All right, now, again, it's that closed vowel. Hand in hand. Hand in hand. That sounded consonant allows there to continue to be sound on a closed vowel. And because it's closed, we got that tension and release that's happening again. Open is release, the close is tension. Hand in hand. Let's listen to it one more time. Can I slow it down? No, I'm not gonna slow it down. It'll take too much time. Sing it with me, guys. Here we go. Woo! Sing, Brandy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She's awesome. Whew. Lord, she's amazing. Oh, wow, that's so good. Okay, let's get into another run. It's 10:30. I've been here for about 45 minutes. Anyway, let's get in. Oh, we absolutely must. Sorry, this is my favorite run, my favorite thing on the entire thing. Woo! She's a monster. She's a monster. She's amazing. Oh my gosh. One more time. Okay. Sorry. It just makes me but the first time I heard that, and again, that's the only time in the chorus that she does that. I just lose it. Token, I shout out to you because I react the same way that you do to this stuff. Oh my gosh. Woo! Okay. Oh my gosh. Can I just hear it one more time just for me? Yeah! Okay. She sings so well. Like, who thinks of that? Anyway. Okay, so let's start on this C sharp. Right? So those are detached. I'm talking. Okay, and I have to make sure I get this right. If somebody else that is a better singer than me, you probably caught the right note. I may have gotten the wrong note, but I'm gonna try my best to get it, okay? I'm talking. A target. Sorry, it's a target. I was saying I'm talking. Sorry. A target. Yeah. So we get a little bit of a swoop here. A target. A target. Right? That's the first part. Okay? And the wonderful thing about it is that the first one was a target. Oh man. I'm not gonna say the actual word, but a target, oh man, right? But a target, and then, but on this run, we got two wonderful notes. Oh man. Oh. And again, this right here is that idea I keep talking about. That's a Brandy-ism. Like, she does that all the time. Yeah, oh man. Okay. I'm gonna just, again, blue for the chest dominant tone. And again, in this album, she's pretty much in her, in the lower register a lot. She's not really doing a lot, except on Rather Be. She actually went off. But anyway, I'm talking. Oh, man. I don't even think I can, let me see if I can sing this one. I'm a target, oh man. Okay, let's see if I got it. Ah! Okay, now the wonderful thing about this, first of all, is that Brandy-ism at the end. A target, oh man. Right? And then for the first time, she actually goes to the next chord. Right? A target, oh man. That's in the chord. A target, oh man. I'm like, Brandy. Like, this stuff just like hits me in the gut. I'm like, you're a freaking genius. Oh gosh, that's my keyboard. Can't have that be falling because my laptop's right there and that's expensive. Anyway, okay. A target on a man. Yeah. Okay. Cool. This is awesome. Whoa. Now, do you want to sing it together one more time? Let's do that. Okay. I love that too. I can't even get into all of these backgrounds. But this is the first time we're hearing all of them. Here we go. She's a monster. She's an alien. Who is she? Gosh. Okay, let's do one more run. One more run. Oh my god, guys. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm having fun. This is awesome. I should have a preacher rag to kind of wipe myself down. Oh, she is a monster. Oh, you know what? Someone asked for it. I saw it on the way up. Someone asked for Uzalaya on the this actually wasn't in my list, so yeah. Okay, so let's do that one. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, this is for you forever, Jaden. We need this. Okay. Whew. One more time. Yeah. This one is actually easier than you would think. It's hard to sing, but it's much easier than you would think. Okay, so we start on that G sharp right there. Okay, so we got right? It's actually all the way down, and it's all in this pentatonic scale, which makes up most runs. Let me just make sure I'm getting it right. It's just really the rhythm that's about it. Oh my gosh, DJ Camper's here? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Hey, you guys absolutely did phenomenal stuff. Anyway, okay, I can't focus on that, guys. I can't focus on that. Yeah. Woo! I need this one more time. Yeah, a liar, you's a liar. Yeah, so we get a pull up on here. So she moves down. You's a liar. Yeah. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Let's get the notes in. So we have a G sharp. Again, I'm writing backwards, so forgive me for my penmanship. You. Oh. Wait, use a... Right. Liar. And then it's a D sharp. Yeah. You use a liar. And then I love the choice of vowel for the U. You, it's very, it's resonant. It's vertical. It's it reminds me of a French U. So if any of you speak French, it's like like je, you, and a lot of the time when we sing, we tend to close up our throat and close up our mouths in order to get that sound. But Brandy's actually very resonant there. She's not on you, and you can even hear I crack when I close up the consonant. I raise my soft palate and add some space at the back of the throat. You, and that note starts to speak. Okay. Oh, liar! I missed some notes. Liar. So there's an extra C sharp and B there. So let's, again. And again, with the French thing that I was saying, the oo sound is reminiscent of a French oo. So like je m'appelle, That's what I was referring to. It's been a while since I've taken French. But anyway, you's a liar. Okay, one more time. She's a freaking genius, guys. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. Like, she's absolutely phenomenal. Like, okay, is there anything... I'm not bilingual, guys. I took French in grade 4 up until grade 10 because it's mandatory here. So I know a little bit of French, but not... Yeah, no, it's Canadian French, not like France French. Anyway, I took Canadian French for a few years, okay? I do not speak French, guys. My accent's probably gone. Anyway. Yeah, she's... let's talk about that movement, too. Yes. Yeah. I love that movement, too. Yeah, and then they move to that chord. I love that, too. Okay. I'm getting to the point where I'm just getting so excited that I just oh, I think that's the note. Oh my goodness. Okay, the run at 3:59. Somebody's saying the run at 3:59. Let me do it because I've seen that a few times. Hold on, let me see. Let me just see it and make sure I have it right. Okay. Is it the your love part? Yeah? Is that what it is, guys? Because I have it slowed down, so I'm trying to find it. All my love. Even though I have you. Oh! Can we address the lyrical content of the song? We did that a little bit earlier, but basically, Brandy is talking about the angst of being the protege of Whitney Houston, along with addressing a lot of the things that she's been through in the last 8 years. If you look at the very end of the song, there's actually a nod to the original Saving All of My Love. Love for you, right? I talked about it a little bit before. So that's the synopsis. Okay, 3:59. Ah, I see what you guys mean. Long. Yeah. Oh wait, I have to be careful because I can't play the copyrighted version. I have to play the slowed version. Long time. Wait, there's more. Wait, I gotta hear it again. Long time. Is that what she did? One more time. Okay, I'm doing a little bit of guessing here, just for the sake of time. Long time. That's a little bit what I'm hearing. One more time. Long time. Like, it's kind of quick. I like it. Okay. Let's do it quick. And then let's just... And I love how syncopated it is. Long time. Is there a little bit of Wait, how quick is that? One more time. Ooh! And there's an idea after. Broken hearted. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna put a little bit of a bump in there. It may not be there. I may not be fully accurate. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. A long, long time. Broken hearted. Broken hearted. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's great. That's good. That's some good singing, Brandy. So we got la, and I love how Brandy and in order for us to get into the higher parts of our range, especially our belting range, we have to thin out our chords a little bit. And I love how she did that. It's a little bit long time, right? I like what she did there. A long time, broken hearted. Okay, let me just speed this up because I probably need to go to my bed. But anyway, she's magnificent, guys. I love this. So long, long. Again, we're going back to that F sharp. Long time, broken, and I love that. Broken hearted. Yeah, love that too. Sweet. So good. Okay, so let's oh, this penmanship is terrible. I'm so sorry, guys. This will be the last run, but I encourage you guys to not just follow me at O'Neil Gerald, but also click the link in my bio. I was mentioning before that this is an example of studying Black music and uplifting the Black identity in a time where the Black identity is being tarnished. And rather, we are reclaiming our identity back. And so studying Black music and making it academic, because that's what it is, and seeking to research and understand it is an act of Black uplift. And so in the Understanding Brandy, what's it called? The Understanding Brandy package that I have in my bio has my webinar, it has my website there, but it also has a donation to the Justice for Breonna Taylor Fund at GoFundMe. What I want you to do is, instead of sending me like a Cash App thing, especially since I don't have a Cash App, let's go and donate to Breonna Taylor as an act of Black uplift, because that's what this is. When we talk about Black music, we uplift the Black identity, and we therefore give space for Black music to be studied at an academic level. Okay, so, and this is a little bit of what that is. This is pretty base. This is a little bit. This is like amazing. Like, this is amazing. And our culture is complex. The reasons why we sing are complex, and they deserve to be researched. Okay? Anyway. Yeah, love that idea. Long time broken hearted. Okay. Oh my goodness. This was much more fun than I thought it would have been. Like, this was like, we started with a little bit of technical difficulties, but we made it through to the end. Guys, thank you so much for tolerating me being on for Brandy 101. I know that I'm not Token. Shout out to Token. Shout out to everybody that runs this page, because this page And this act of studying runs and studying singers is uplifting to the Black identity. And I don't think we realize how much that actually is. It's I don't know. It's like very it's important, and it's also very uplifting. I can't find other words. But I shout out to Forever Brandy 101. I'm so glad. I've been following Forever Brandy 101 for so long, and they started following me, and I'm just so glad that we could put this together. Thank you so much for everybody that was following and didn't know who I was but stayed. Thank you to everybody that came that already followed me. I saw your guys' encouragement saying that I was doing well. It really helped, and I appreciate you. I'd like to thank God. I like to thank my mom. I like to thank I'm really just blessed and thankful to have your ears tonight. Let's do this again next week. I guess email or DM Forever Brandy 101 and tell them the song you want to do next. Mind you, I need to know quickly. So DM me as well. And we'll be able to bring another song next week, Monday. Yeah, I have time next Monday. Yeah, let's do it next Monday at the same time at 9 p.m. Eastern. One last thing before we go. The For You is actually a transition into the next song because it actually is one of the chord tones. Listen. And that's the first chord of Unconditional Oceans, okay? So that's how they did that transition. It's wonderfully chosen and absolutely brilliant. So again, DM Forever Brandy 101 on what song you want to break down next. Donate to the Justice for Breonna Taylor Fund, and watch my webinar. Take a look at that package in my bio. Again, free webinar, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me, etc. and so forth. That's a lot. Anyway, I'm going to leave this live up. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for listening. Okay, bye everyone.